Okay, hi everyone again. So it is Food and Fitness Friday, and instead of doing a regular blog post, I wanted to do a video because this is something that is really important to me, and I just thought it was a bit better to do just a little video instead of just writing a regular post. So I wanted to quickly talk about today how to start exercising or getting back into exercise after you've had a baby. So as you know, I do have a 6-month-old, and I did say in the previous video post that I don't feel 100% like myself yet. And I apologize if you can hear Emmeline laughing in the background. She's playing with Daddy. Alright, so before I had a baby, fitness and exercise was a huge part of my life. I got pregnant, and I did, in the beginning, I just kind of stopped working out just to make sure. I apologize, I have, my cats, one of them is with us. So I just kind of stopped for a little while just to make sure that everything was okay and that I was gonna be fine. Turns out, okay, great, everything's fine, morning sickness is over, let's get back to the gym. So throughout my pregnancy, I did continue to lift weights, I did run, you'd see me in the gym and I'd be doing squats with my, my big belly, and people would look at me like, crazy lady. But again, I knew my body, I knew what I could handle, my pregnancy was going fine, I didn't have any complications, so it was great, and I did have the energy to work out. I know a lot of women, they don't have the energy to work out. For safety reasons, they can't work out or they just don't want to, and I think that's fine. But for me, just personally for me, I was able to work out. Then baby's born, alright. Obviously, I took a very long hiatus from working out, and I will tell you it was the best thing that I ever did. I'm very happy that I did it. So, back to how do you start? How do you get involved? So, it depends on you. That's my first point, is you need to be ready physically and emotionally. That is the most important thing. I think there's a lot of pressure from social media, from regular media. You have celebrities who all of the sudden, the same day or 4 days later, they have this perfect flat stomach and they look amazing. There are many women that does happen to, because for many reasons. There are a lot of women who their body does just bounce right back after the baby, they didn't gain any extra weight, and they just kind of retract, and that's amazing, and they're very lucky if that is what happens to you. That did not happen to me. So I waited a very long time before I started working out. I didn't really start doing any exercise, as I would call it, until Emmeline was about 5 months. I think I did a little bit when she was 4 months, maybe once or twice, but I didn't feel that I was ready, so I just stopped and I waited. And only until she was about 5 months did I really start getting back into working out. Because why? That's what I needed for myself. I needed it mentally, I wasn't ready, and physically I wasn't ready. So my number one thing is make sure you are ready emotionally and physically. Don't feel pressured. Your body just did the most amazing thing. You grew a human, okay? Be proud of it, enjoy it. And if you aren't ready to work out or to exercise, don't. And also, of course, I do recommend before you start working out, just make sure that your doctor gives you the okay and the go ahead for that as well. So quickly, no, not quickly, but the next point, start slowly. If you're like me, I was working out and my body could do the most amazing things before I had a baby. If I went to the gym now and just hammered out an old leg workout, I think I would be crippled for probably 2 weeks because I would be so sore. So start slow. Even if you were somebody who was incredibly physically fit, if you were an athlete, you don't really know yet, so test out the waters. The best thing to do, start walking. Regular walking, good. Power walking, get that pram out, get that stroller out and walk, walk with that baby. The baby will get heavier, walk up hills, If that seems good, awesome, do a little bit more. But pace yourself, start out slow, and make sure it doesn't hurt. Exercising is not supposed to hurt physically. Yes, you'll be sore and tired as you're working out, but it shouldn't hurt, so make sure it doesn't hurt. The next thing, set mini goals for yourself. Try to set mini goals. So, okay, maybe this week I'm gonna go for 3 30-minute walks, right? Start small, make it something little. Maybe don't even set a time limit. Say, I'm gonna get outside and do something 3 times a week this week. And slowly start to improve and develop those goals. Remember now that being a mom, you probably have a little human to take care of, so that's my next point. Don't beat yourself up if you miss a day. If your baby was awake all night and you didn't sleep and you can't work out, oh well, just let it go. If you're more concerned about losing the baby weight and getting your body back, the biggest component that you should probably look at is your nutrition and hydration. So make sure you're hydrated, make sure you're drinking enough water, especially if you're breastfeeding. And if you are hydrated, and this is a huge problem for me, I always struggle with drinking enough water. But make sure you're drinking enough water and you're hydrated, and make sure you're eating good, nutritious foods. For me personally, I'm more hungry now when I'm breastfeeding than when I was pregnant, but maybe have crazy cravings, and we've kind of gotten into the habit of eating processed foods, which tastes good. I know it's not good for you, but it happens. So try and focus on your nutrition. Make sure you're eating vegetables and, fats and proteins and those sort of things, just less processed food. And maybe that's what you can start with. Maybe you don't want to exercise and you want to lose the weight. Look at your diet, double check that. And that can also help you as well. Don't go starving yourself, especially if you're breastfeeding. That's the wrong way to go about it. You need nutrients, your baby needs nutrients. So just check your diet. There's a lot of websites you can go to. There's professionals. You can go to nutritionists and talk to people about, the right way to go about structuring your diet so you can lose some weight. And finally, again, I said make sure you're cleared by your doctor to exercise, because your pelvic floor does take quite a beating when you have a baby, and so do your abs a little bit, because your abs are naturally going to stretch. So I know you've heard it before, but stay away from a lot of specialty ab exercises like crunches and sit-ups and even plank, because of your abs. So I hope I'm gonna pronounce this correctly. Diastasis recti, I think that's how you say it. It's the separation in your abs, not the muscles themselves, but the tissue that runs between them. If this is still a part for you, well, have the doctors check. They can check it for you. They should know how to do it. If not, you can check online and find out how you can check yourself. If you have this separation still, you really should be careful with what kind of exercises you do. I'm not going to get into that now, but you can look it up online. Most important, make sure that you are ready. Make sure you're doing it for you. Don't feel pressured by social media. I'm not even close to the same size I was, and I did gain weight, when I was pregnant, and I don't really mind. I'm not focused on that. I'm not. I don't think that I need to be focused on that right now. Yeah, I want to take care of myself and I want to get back there, but it's not something I have to do it. I'm not letting any pressure affect me. I don't fit into my clothes. I'm really hoping to fit into those clothes soon. I cannot wait till I put on a pair of old jeans and zip them up. But again, I'm taking it slowly. I'm also breastfeeding, so I don't want to lose too much weight too quickly. It's not good, obviously, if you are breastfeeding, to lose weight too quickly. So those are my basic tips. I hope that they are helpful. Of course, I could say a lot more on the subject, but I think that's all I really need to say right now. So again, thank you for listening today. That was my first Food and Fitness Friday post, and I will have more posts about fitness and about food, or nutrition, in the future. So if you have any questions, go ahead and comment below. I will write you back. I will answer you. And I guess that's everything. So have a wonderful rest of the day or a great evening. Bye.